Guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you some more dollar store fall DIYs that are on extreme budget, most of them costing for about $1. So let's get started. The first one, I am using a round wood circle that I actually gotten off of Kijiji, but you can pick these up at Dollarama for a package of them for about, I think it's about $2.50, but I just had these on hand, so I am using this one, and I'm giving it a coat of white paint that I had separated by with some painter's tape, and then I'm just taking some of that paint off so some of the wood grain shows through a little bit. And then I'm going to remove the tape right away and switch it around because the paint is pretty much dry, and I'm going to stain the top and the bottom with my wood stain that I picked up at dollar store and more. It's dark walnut. Now if your the white paint isn't completely dry, I would recommend you do wait for it to dry a little bit before you add tape to it. I removed the tape again immediately, and this had given me a really nice straight lines, and I love the way this turned out. I am using some of the ribbon that I had on hand. I had this burlappy ribbon that I picked up last year. I think that came from Michael's, and then as well as the buffalo check one, and then this fall one came from Dollar Tree, and obviously I'm not using the whole roll of ribbon, simply just couple pieces, and I'm going folding them in half. Now I am not a very good bow maker, so just bear with me, but I'm tying a pipe cleaner right in the middle. So I had folded the ends to the middle to create the loops, and then I tied everything together with the pipe cleaner. I am going to be adding a little buffalo check orange pumpkin that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and I just think this looked so pretty. Now for the ends, I haven't glued the ribbon down yet because I wanted to add some of this willow that came from Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just spreading the branches and trimming them so they're not all too long. And once I have it the way I want it, I just hot glue everything on there so it's nice and secure. I'm not sure what's happening with my lighting right here right now, but I am going to use my permanent marker and just write hello fall. And I'm being a daredevil and just writing it without doing a pencil first, but I figured there's not much I can make a mistake with here. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. My name is Sonia, and I would love it if you considered subscribing and becoming part of my DIY YouTube community here. We have a ton of fun, and I would love to get to know you more over down in the comments. So please leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and your notification bell. So here it is, and I think this turned out really nice, and I can't wait to use it. You can also add rope to it for hanging. For my next project, I am repurposing some of these signs that I had left over from last year, and I also picked up this pumpkin from Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I am removing the stem of it, or whatever you use to put it into the ground. I can't remember the word for it right now. I'm also removing the rope off these wood pieces, and I'm going to glue them together. I was just double checking that the pumpkin does fit on them. I was pretty sure it did, but I was just making sure. And I'm using hot glue on the sides, and then I'm going to also, for extra security, I'm going to add also just the ends of a paint stir stick that I had left over to the back of it so it keeps it more in place. And as you can most likely tell, I will be using the other side for DIYing. So while that's curing, I'm going to be working on this pumpkin. I love the way this metal pumpkin looked. I think it was a great garden ornament, but that's not what I was using it for. But I did find it a little too yellow for my liking, so I just wanted to kind of make it look a little bit more rustic. So I'm going to be applying some of this brown acrylic paint over the yellow, and then with a brush, and then you're gonna see I'm going to use a rag just to rub it in, and I do this several times until I achieve the desired look that I'm going for. And I also do the same thing with black acrylic paint, and I'm also going to add some of the paint onto the leaves as well, because I did find that they had a bit of like a pinkish sparkle to them, so I wanted to tone that down a little bit as well. And now I am rubbing the paint directly on it with a rag. So here it is. As you can see, I think it looks much better, more rustic than just with the yellow paint. So once this the wood was dry, I turned it over, and I'm going to give a light coat of white chalk paint. And I'm using any Sloan Original, which is a bit of a creamier color. I would love to know if you have been enjoying all of my fall DIYs so far. I have several of them. I will have the playlist linked at the end for you to check out if you have missed some of them. There's tons of new ones, some oldies but goodies as well. So like I said, I would love to know down in the comments if you've been enjoying them, because I have a ton more to come. And I would also like to know if there's anything that you would like me to see me DIY that maybe I haven't done yet. So I use the hot glue, as you saw, to hot glue this pumpkin on, and then I'm going to use this Thankful cutout from Cricut that I did last year, and I never ended up using it, so I am using it right now, transferring it. But as you can see, my L at the end was a little bit damaged, so I ended up taking some blue and black permanent marker and just kind of, because the Thankful is a bit of a dark blue, but I didn't quite have the blue that dark, so I ended up using the black and blue just to create the same look. And then I am just writing B on top of it with the same idea, using the black and then the blue over it, and then I think I did black over it again just to kind of give that dark blue look. I just love how this sign turned out. I think it's so rustic, and I can't wait to use it in my decor. Now for this DIY, I am using this kitchen rag that I picked up at Dollarama, and I am going to be making a pillow. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know I do not sew. It's like I just can't. I just don't know how. And I've explained my story before. My mom's a seamstress, and it's one of those things that I don't do that she does so well. So I'm using a hot glue gun for this. It is a decorative pillow, so it will not be overly moved around and used. So hot glue gun does a good enough job. So I have added hot glue on the two sides. The folded side doesn't need any hot glue because it's folded, and then I left an open slit in the middle at the bottom just so I can turn it inside out. Now, while the pillow is curing, I had cut off a piece of burlap ribbon and just wrote again that hello pumpkin or hi there pumpkin. I can't remember exactly what I wrote, you will see in a minute. It's Hello Pumpkin. And then I am just going to trim the other side just so it's evenly, the letters are evenly spread out on there. And now that the pillow had time to dry and cure, I am going to turn it inside out, and I'm going to hot glue that burlap ribbon, trying to center it as much as I can. And once that had cured, you have to be very careful here because you will burn your fingers, which I do almost every single time I DIY anything. So I'm using this little makeup applicator just to spread it out. It's silicone. And then I am just stuffing it with some leftover stuffing from an old pillow. And then once all the stuffing is in there, pushed into the corners, I am going to hot glue that little opening shut, and you just want to fold the bottom and the top and hot glue it together, and you would never know that there was an opening there. I love making pillows. I think you can never have enough pillows for your seasonal decor, and I love having them, and they can be pretty expensive. This one obviously cost me like $2 to make, so that one is for the win, I think. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And I want to thank each and every one of you for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!